To access your user preferences, you can click File, Preference, or in the lower left-hand corner, you can click the call handling rules, which will also get you into the user preference area. I'm going to take some time to go down through a few of the parameters that you will most likely want to change. In your address book, there's an integration to Microsoft Outlook. This will bring all your Outlook contacts into your MXIE program. When you double-click, the default action is to send an instant message. It might be a good idea to change it to place a phone call instead. Under the application, there are some different areas that you might want to be aware of. The tool button style could be the icon only, text only, the text beside icon, or under the icon. When the MXIE pops up, you can choose how long you would like it to display. It will display for however many seconds you change this to. And you can also change where it displays. Call groups and operators is if you are part of any call group, you can change some parameters here. Down at the bottom, you can separate your session areas for each operator and group, or you can only have your personal extension available, and then you can group all your call groups together under one area. Call handling is a very powerful area of the MXIE software. You can create rules on how to process your incoming calls. Let's start by creating a new rule. This is where you would name the rule. I'm going to say out of office. If you think about how you want this call to be handled, the easiest way to create rules is to look down the left side of this call handling editor and then enter the parameters on the right side. So I'm out of the office. Any incoming call based on my presence, a particular phone number, a date range, time of day or week or holiday, I want it to forward to voicemail, find me, forward to a particular extension, or even reject the call. Based on my presence, I'm going to forward to my voicemail. Now I go over to the right side and I click these parameters. When my presence is not available, I want it to forward to my voicemail. And if I click the active greeting, I can change my greetings, and I'm going to change it to one I already pre-recorded, out of office. I can record it on the fly by clicking this record message. When I click OK, I now have this out of office rule created and enabled. To disable it, all I do is click. Let me do one more. Say I'm expecting an extremely important call. I create a call handling rule. I want to find me. Again, I go to the right side. When the call is from, I can add the phone number. I could look it up here by clicking on my phone book. I'm going to say that any time that Larry calls me, I want it to find me. The way the Find Me feature works is I can select specific phone numbers or all my phones that are assigned in the MXIE program. I'm going to just select 2 phone numbers. Now I added my 2 phone numbers, and if I don't answer on any of those calls, I could say if it's unsuccessful, please forward to my voicemail. Once I click OK, I have that rule created. Very powerful to create call handling rules in the MXIE software. The call log preference will allow you to change how many days the call log captures information. Under calls, you can control the appearance of your session area, and also if it shows MXIE while you're on another program. Device access policy will allow or limit users to bind to your phone, which means if someone would go to your desk, they could log into MXIE using your phone. If you do not want that to be an option for your extension, you can simply click Do Not Allow Any Users to Bind to My Phone. The Instant Message preference area, you can have the system pop up a notification when you receive a message, and you can also specify how many days the instant message history will be saved. Under Messages, there's a few areas to be aware of. Enter will send the text, or Control Enter will send the text, whichever you prefer. Under Messages, there's some delete options and also playback policy. If you recall, when we talked about playing back through a bound phone, when you click the blue arrow, this will control that. It won't play through your computer speakers. It will ring the phone and you can listen to your messages through the handset. This is a good option if you're in a cubicle environment. Notification, again, is a very powerful area that you can send your voicemail messages to email or even to fax if that's set up for you. It behaves a lot like the call handling rules. You can click New and decide what you want this notification to do, and then specify the parameters on the right hand side. Your presence is where you can change the appearance of your presence, a head and shoulders icon, a dancer icon, or just an object icon. This automatic presence change is important to be aware of, as the default settings are quite short. This area is saying after 10 minutes of no activity, I want the system to automatically change to be right back. And after 20 minutes, I want it to automatically change to say not available. And this area controls who can see your presence. It's a good idea to have the checkbox All marked. That way everyone in your organization